Hey guys, welcome back to a new video, and today we're talking about synthesis. So, we've already talked about earlier in this quarter about the process of analysis, that how we really start to get to those really juicy whys and hows. You've got to start very small. It's like Melinda May eating the whale. First you have to read something, and you can read anything. A book, a person, a billboard, a TV show, food. You read it. You just, what am I taking in from the world? But just because you read something does not mean you comprehend it. Dense text. It takes a while to read it before you comprehend it. So first you read, then you comprehend, and then the next step is you summarize. You distill what it really says down into its like purest idea, its purest form. Reading, comprehending, and then summarize gets us to analysis. Analysis is a big step after the first three. The first three are pretty much just systems of digestion. Can you take in ideas from the outside world? Read. Can you really understand those ideas from the outside world? Comprehend. And lastly, can you really distill those ideas into their purest form? Summarize. After all that digestion of ideas, you start idea generating. Analysis is really the first step in the higher order thinking skills of idea creation. And that's where you start asking why and how about these things in the world. And then you forward your own ideas about it. Synthesis is the next step up past analysis. And we really are getting into like the tippy top tier of higher order thinking skills. It's just idea creation. Analysis is idea creation, and then synthesis is like double analysis. It's analysis squared, or like incestuous analysis, where you lay whys and hows about one text and whys and hows about another text, and then in this interstition, I don't know, the camera middle's here, you get new whys and hows about the world in general. So you create new ideas. So I'm going to show you a little thing I drew because I didn't have a whiteboard. So as you can see here, you're really using these two texts to create ideas for a third text.
Your first text will be one of your essays from earlier in the quarter. So you can use Brooks and all of your ideas about how Brooks looked and analyzed at the iPhone and how that changed the world of dating in the 21st century. Or you can choose your cultural analysis and the technology that you focused on, its sociological and technological ramifications on society. Then your other text is McLuhan's theories and ideas. We're going to be reading a lot more of these over the next couple of days to really prepare you for this synthesis revision. Key idea, you need to quote McLuhan directly. The McLuhan packet has that essay by Fetterman. I also gave you that McLuhan video to watch. Those are great to help you further understand and digest McLuhan's ideas, but in your McLuhan synthesis essay, I absolutely need you to quote McLuhan directly. So after you read, comprehend, and summarize one of your earlier essays, and you've kind of already done that by writing the first IR earlier, you are going to generate whys and hows, whys and hows, and whys and hows. And I need you to push the whys and hows from just the ones you generated on your IR from earlier in the quarter. Then you read, comprehend, and summarize. You really digest McLuhan's theories and ideas, and you generate whys and hows, whys and hows, whys and hows about McLuhan. Doing this gives you two separate independent sets of whys and hows from text number 1, your essay from earlier in the quarter, and from text number 2, McLuhan and his ideas.
Then you overlap those whys and hows like a Venn diagram, and that allows you to get new whys and hows that you could only achieve because you got them from each individual source material. And now from these new whys and hows, you can create a synthesis thesis with a what from text 1, a what from text 2, and then a unifying how that ties all of these ideas together. And that's where the synthesis comes in. You are creating new ideas into the world, into the community of ideas to share with other people. Synthesis in general is double analysis. You need two texts to synthesize. You, the writer, are forwarding new ideas, but you're bringing them from other ideas. Kind of like green only exists because there is a blue and there is a yellow. After synthesis, the next step is really genesis, where you just create ideas. Maybe you're going to make a movie or write a poem, or just write a novel. You're just going to totally, out of your brain, uninhibited, create an idea. But right now, we're slowing our roll and we're just on synthesis. You've got this. If you have any questions, make sure you email me, and I can help you better develop your synthesis essay. Hopefully, you're good to go. Rock on.